Hey guys, Megan here. Back in the 90s, there was this group that released this video called Runaway Train. Well, I know I've had some issues lately with just kind of feeling out of sorts. And when I say I'm feeling out of sorts, I mean, it's not one thing in particular that is necessarily wrong. It's just, it's that overwhelming feeling. I mean, yeah, there's physical issues, that's one thing, but I'm talking about, just the way my mind's thinking. I'm not, saying I'm crazy or anything. That's not what I'm saying. It's just something's been a bit chaotic and I didn't understand it until today. Alright, this is going to be a serious conversation in regards to sex and children. If you do not care to hear my views or my opinions, stop watching my video now. If not, I will put a disclaimer on it and let people know to beware when they're watching it, because I am going to give my opinion and my beliefs. And if you don't like them, please don't be hateful in the comments or I will have it blocked. Alright. Runaway Train dealt with kids that escaped. I don't want to say really escaped, but kids that have left an unsafe environment and have taken off because they don't feel safe. They wind up missing, exploited. They wound up on the streets prostituting, some of them involved in human trafficking, some just, they don't even realize that they're missing because they're grabbed and then they're raised as somebody else's kid, and you don't know till later in life that you were snatched. And that's one aspect of it, but what I'm really angry and I'm really upset about is the fact that you will see these young girls, even young boys. I say young girls because it's a stereotype, but there are boys too that it happens to. And I watched a scene in this video, Runaway Train, where this little girl, done up in makeup, I don't even think she was 14, 15 years old. This old guy takes her in his van. You know that he's taking her because he's going to have sex with her. Not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I don't understand why there's so much hatred in the world that we live in today. I don't understand why things are that way. You have people that go missing to get away from violence, and yet they find even more violence. It's not right. I'm not okay with it. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. My core belief is no sex before marriage. My core belief is God is a forgiving God, and I believe that if somebody has sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, that they can repent, confess, and be baptized and be forgiven. I do also believe, because I have been baptized, that I can repent and my sins will be forgiven. Yes, we're all accountable for our actions, but sometimes when people take advantage of you, you don't always know what your actions are. Sex is a beautiful thing between a husband and a wife. Sex is a beautiful thing between a man and a woman who was a husband and a wife. Sex is not a beautiful thing when it's used as a weapon to control somebody, to take advantage of somebody. Sex is not okay. How can God say that it's a beautiful act to be done with a man and a woman when they're married, a husband and a wife, and yet it's also something that's very ugly? There's also another scene, I don't know if it's with the same girl, where a bunch of guys are there and they take turns with her and they rape her and they beat her and she winds up in the hospital. And you see blood trickling from her face. That's not okay. That's not okay. And I know it happens to boys too. It's not okay. How can a beautiful act between a husband and a wife be such a bad thing and be used as a weapon? I don't understand it. I'm sorry, I'm reiterating the same things over and over, but I'm angry. I don't know how to express my anger any other way. I was never missing. That's another aspect to the song that made me upset, is that there were people missing. Now, I'm saying not everybody that goes missing is, put through this lifestyle. Some people, raised to somebody else's. Some people are beaten and tortured. Some, sadly, don't make it. They're killed. They're they're tortured. They're kept in a room somewhere for years on end. That's not right either. I don't know the right terminology that I want to use it. I don't want to say would you rather. But, I watched this movie this past week called Room. Brie Larson is the star of the movie. She was abducted. I don't know if it was based on a true story. I don't really remember if that was a disclaimer on it or not. I'm not going to say that it was based on a true story if it's not. And if it is, then it is. She was abducted, put in a garden shed, kept for 7 years. She was also forced to have sex with the man that attacked her or who abducted her. She became pregnant, had a child. She did her best to protect that child and keep him from the rapist, the abductor. Sex isn't a beautiful thing in that aspect. You shouldn't control somebody with it. It's wrong. I'm sorry, I'm so passionate and I'm so angry at the fact that you have all this human trafficking and you have these young girls and boys being exploited and being forced to have sex with other older people as a means of control. It's not right. It's not right, and I'm not okay with it.